Hi, today we'll be learning about how to convert this recycled paper that has something written in the front but nothing in the back. See, I think that the back can still be used for sketch pad, as a sketch pad. So we can convert this into something that looks like this. Much more pleasing. In fact, you might want to do that for your friends and sell it back to them. Ask them for the recycled paper and make one of these and give back to them and sell it for a couple bucks. Alright, get started now. Okay, so this is what we'll need. We need a recycled paper that's going to be thrown away, but one of the side of the printing is still not yet used, so this is good for making the scrapbook or the sketch pad that we're going to be doing. Right. Second item we need, which is the book cover, so it will consist of 3 laser photo papers and 2 laser transparent papers. Now, you don't really need to be fancy, but I'm going to show you how to make it nice, so you know, in case you want to sell it back to your classmate or your colleagues. Alright? Number 3, you will need a glue gun and glue sticks. Okay? And then number 4, you will need paper trimmers. The 5th item is the large paper clips, 2 of them. The 6th item is the window squeegee. It's made of the high temperature resistant rubber, plastic. So you want to get that. What we want to do is to smooth down the hot glue on the side of the book. Okay, so the first step is to assemble all the recycled paper together. Okay, so paper that's going to be has one side that's not used, and we're going to put it together. Now make sure that you remove the staples before you do that. So what you get is something that looks like this, okay? Try to make a clean edge as possible, and by just hammering it down, okay, as best you can. And once you think it's almost perfect, you're ready to go. Okay, now we have the paper together. We want to try to smooth the edges as best we can here, right? So by tapping it, and now because it's the recyclable paper is being used, so you may not get the perfect alignment. That's a problem with these. But you know what? Like I said, we're saying this is going to be a sketch paper, or a scrap paper, right? So it's okay. So let's see. Now we're going to use a clamp to clamp it down as best we can. This is actually the paper clip, the large one. Okay. The other one. Okay. So something like that. Now, like I said, I did a bad job in this. I should stack it better. But there we go. Okay. Okay, so now let's open up the software. The one I'm going to be using is Microsoft Word 2007. You can use any other word processor software or graphic software you want. So to make my front cover, I use Microsoft Word. Okay, so this is my front page. I'll call it Sipsky Awesome Sketchbook. My back page will have my quote on it. You can do whatever you want with your back page. And then for the side page, what you want to do is create a darker background. I use blue, alright, and then I use word art from Microsoft Word to make nice font. Okay, now the trick is to make sure that it's gonna be something that looks like this right on the side. Okay, so how to do that on Words? Well, what you want to do is go under page layout, okay, and this is Word 2007, by the way, and then you rotate it, okay, left 90 degree, and there we go. You have now the side of your book, so you're gonna print that out. Okay, so it'll look something like this. Okay, so we're ready to do the front page. So you need a transparency laser printer, and then you need the glossy or semi-glossy laser printer. You need 2 of these. What you want to do is you're gonna print on the first page of the transparent and the second page. Alright, so what we want to do is print, and then current page, because because I made front and back, right? So we just want just that page. How many copies? Say 2. Alright, and we're ready to go. Alright, so we're ready. Okay, so this is the front page. Okay, so note that this is the transparency, print over, and then you have the glossy print, laser printer. This is the back page. Okay, and then this is going to be the side. Okay, it's going to be like this, something like that. Okay, and the next thing we want to do is we're going to take this side label and we're going to cut a strip so it wraps around the book, something that looks like that. Okay, so just estimate how far you want to go on the front edge and the back edge. We're going to cut that with a paper trimmer. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut from the edge of the font about 1 inch from the bottom and 1 inch to the top. Okay, to align it. Okay, and you get something that looks like this. Okay, and then we're going to place this side label on the book, something like that. But first I have to apply the hot glue along here. Alright, so let's apply the glue now. Usually what you want to have is a heavy box to kind of stabilize the book, okay, something like that, so I can hold against on the side and apply the glue, hot glue, onto it. Right, so just spread it out, put it as much as you can, make sure now be careful, it's really hot, you can burn yourself, so try not avoid putting your finger near the hot glue. And you keep doing that until you reach the other end of the book. You might have to apply it twice. Okay, so once you have the glue applied, you want to use the window squeegees and just go over the surface like that. Okay, so distribute all the hot glue along so you won't miss any of the paper edges. Okay, you might have to apply the second layer, which I'm going to do that. Okay, so I applied the second layer. Now again, use the squeegee to distribute the hot glue around. Just one stroke across like that. Okay, there we go. Alright, and now we're ready to place the side edge onto it. Okay, so for the side edge, what you want to do, align it on the paper. Okay, like I said, I'm doing it quickly, so I just want to illustrate it. You might want to perfect it a bit, take your time, but you can see the hot glue is still warm, so you want to press onto it because it still can stick on to the side. Okay. And there we go, we got something like that. Okay. Okay, the next thing is you want the front page to go right here. Okay, so again, you don't have to use a hot glue this time. You can actually use the regular Elmo glue, or white glue, right? But I'm just lazy right now. I'm just going to do it, and it might be better in the sense of it's more stronger. but the edge may not look as good. Okay, but for the purpose of this video, like I said, you can use hot glue, but I'm gonna use, or white glue I mean. Ooh, it's hot, you see? So again, use your squeegee to squeeze down on it. Okay, as best as you can. Okay. Voila. Okay. Then you want to do that on the other side as well. Like I said, I'm doing it really quick so I can get the job done. Oops, I need more glue. Alright, and there we go. We got your book. Alright. Okay, here's the finished product. Okay. So now you have one side is blank here, right? So you can sketch on this side. This one, remember, was going to be thrown away anyway, so you can just scratch that out. But again, you still have one side that's white, and you can still use it to sketch or use it for anything you want, for writing stuff, right? You could use it for idea books, whatever you want. Right? So there we go. Video complete.